guys, this is my new house. We moved on Saturday and this is the granny flat we're now living in for the foreseeable future. It used to be my nana's granny flat and she passed away last year, and little did we know that we would end up living here, and we're so happy to be here. It just feels right. It was just the way it all panned out. We ended up having to move out of our house quite abruptly. It's not something we were expecting to have to do, but it was fine in the end because we got the offer to move in here and it was just amazing. We were just so lucky, and this is just another example of something good that's happened in our lives that I'm just really grateful for. We seem to always fall on our feet. This video is about co-sleeping again. We're back here because this little setup means that actually we have to co-sleep. So I've co-slept with Billy since he was born, since he was a newborn. When I was breastfeeding, it made more sense to co-sleep, and then it just kind of stuck around. When we went on holidays or stayed in someone's house, he was always more comfortable sleeping beside us, so we just sort of stuck with that. But I think at this stage I probably would have preferred if he was in his own bed and if he was sleeping through the night and stuff, which he doesn't do. But sure, that's not the way it goes. It doesn't work like that. So I just wanted to tell you all what the plan is now for the future with our sleeping arrangements. So a couple of months ago we got a toddler bed for Billy, and it was so exciting, and we set it up in his room and got the Paw Patrol covers and made a big fuss and a big deal about it, and it was like a bed that was fit for a king. It was an amazing memory foam mattress and he was just delighted with it. He loved it, and he did have a couple of good nights in it. He actually slept through the night in it twice, which for him is really good. But then it just became a kind of ornament, really. I like to call it Billy's sofa because he likes to sit on it occasionally, but he didn't particularly take to it as his kind of given sleeping arrangements. It just wasn't working for him. For the last few months he's kind of been in our bed most of the time anyway. I suppose having to co-sleep from this point on is not really a big deal. So where I am situated in the moment is the sitting room cum kitchen. I will give you all a tour in another video, but right now I'm in the living room. There's a sofa here, there's a sofa over there, and there's a window behind the camera, and then the little kitchenette is behind me here. And then there is a separate bedroom and a separate bathroom, but there's only one bedroom and there's just enough space for a double bed. So we've got a 5-foot double bed and there was no space for a toddler bed. We could have got rid of one of these sofas and got a fold out bed and stuff, and had a separate bed for Billy here. We wouldn't have been able to relax here in the evenings, so I wouldn't have been able to watch telly and sit on the sofa or meal prep in the kitchen, which I like to do when he's asleep, or get my work done. I do a lot of my work in the evening time, so it just wouldn't work that way. So we accepted that we're going to be co-sleeping. It just is what it is. There's no other option. 2.5. So obviously the reaction from some people has been, oh God, you're never going to get him out of your bed. And that might be true. That might be completely true. It might be a nightmare when we do eventually buy a house and have the facility to give him his own bedroom. But it might not be. I posted in a few groups on Facebook that I'm on, and I asked people what they thought and what did they think it was going to be a disaster. And there was lots of people that had their own stories, and a lot of people were saying to me that actually, let's say we're living here for 2 years and Billy's 5 or almost 5 by the time we do save enough to buy a house. He's actually going to be at a really good age for kind of getting the whole your own room, and he'll have his own interests and we can decorate it and all the things he loves, and he'll really understand the concept. I'm not saying it's going to be easy or it's going to be a really simple transition, but I didn't really think about it like that. It's not going to be Billy as I know him now. It's going to be an older Billy who has more words and understands more, and he's going to preschool and almost going to big school and just that kind of thing. So I'm completely at peace with it, actually. It is what it is. We have been given this amazing opportunity to live in this granny flat for the next couple of years. It's really cozy, it's really homey. We're only here since Saturday, it's Monday now, and already I feel completely at home. We're right beside close family who we're really close with and we have a great relationship with. It's decorated really nicely. We've all the modern conveniences. It's a lovely warm house. All of our things are here. And the one thing we did treat ourselves to was a new bed. So it's our first time to ever buy a bed. Everywhere we've lived, we've just lived in the bed we've just slept in the bed that came with the rental property. So, which I'm always a bit weird about. Our last house was a friend of the family, so that was fine. Before that, you're always thinking, who has been sleeping on this bed? So we had a mattress topper for years, a memory foam mattress topper, so it always separated us from the mattress, and obviously we had sheets and the whole lot, and it's never a big deal, but being able to buy ourselves a new bed was just a serious treat. So our bed that we had in our last house, i.e. the one we left on Saturday, was like 4.5 foot, whereas this is 5 foot, so it's a half a foot bigger, but every little helps. And it's like memory foam, and it's just absolutely gorgeous, and it's not a squeaky bed, so like if I get into bed with Billy to try and get him asleep and I need to leave the bed, then it makes no noise. It's so nice. So that's it really. We're living here now. We're here 2 days. We've settled in really, really nicely. I will do a tour of the place again. For now, I just wanted to say that as it stands, we are going to be co-sleeping for about 2 years with Billy because we have to, but it's fine. As a family, you just do what you have to do, and you do what works, and you do what makes sense. And for our family right now, this makes sense. I'm just really grateful that we're not in a letting agent's office now begging to view properties that are way too expensive, that we could get kicked out of in a few months because, you know, the landlord wants to sell the house, or, you know, they're going to get more money off someone else. It feels great to be out of that spiral because it's very depressing, and it's not a nice place to be as a young family in Ireland trying to own a house. And I know people say like that everyone's obsessed with buying a house. I never was. I'm 27 and we just started saving a couple of months ago. Bit by bit, we're just saving as much as we can. But when you have a child, it's different because you think about schools and like where you want to settle, and there's no point putting his name down in a school if you know you're not going to live in the area. Like, so it is more important to me now, and I think that the next 2 years are going to be spent building up our careers and having great times as a family, and saving as much as we can and enjoying this space and just being so grateful for this space. And yeah, we're all going to be in the bed together, and that's fine. We'll manage. It's grand. I'm just feeling really positive about it all. I just feel really, really grateful. Like a couple of weeks ago when I got the news that we had to move, I was absolutely devastated, sobbing, crying. But it's weird. Sometimes these things happen for a reason. And it's just weird to think that like a year ago, my Nana would have been sitting like right in this spot in this room, and it's just nice to know. I kind of feel like she's nearby and she's going to mind us and watch over us, and in some weird way I feel like she gave this to us, that she kind of made it happen. And yeah, it's just, what a year. We'll talk about that again. But anyway, I just wanted to let you all know that, yeah, we're co-sleeping for the next couple of years, and it's fine, but I'll keep you updated on how it's going. But so far, so good. So thanks for watching this video. If you do like it, please subscribe to my channel, and also subscribe to Channel Mum, because I'm a Channel Mum sponsored vlogger, and there's pretty much no topic on Channel Mum that hasn't been covered. Like, if you have a question about anything parenting, pregnancy, house related, you'll find it. It's just an amazing resource. Have a look and see what you think, and I will see you all in my next video.